welcome to my channel. My name is Arit. As always, don't forget to like, comment and share this video. So we're doing something slightly different. I have a special guest, and if you've been on my channel long enough, you will know that this beautiful young woman is my daughter Azariah. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. This is a first in a number of videos I'm going to be doing called Ask Arit, where I essentially ask questions that either have come through YouTube, LinkedIn or wherever, and Azariah has compiled them. Some of them I know, some I do not know. Actually, I don't know any of the ones that she's going to ask today. But let's get started and ask Arit.
Okay, Arit. Is it bad that I don't know what I want to do career-wise?
Oh, don't you want to know what you want to do career-wise?
No, it's not me, Mum.
Oh.
It's a question that I've compiled up. You just said it.
I was going to say, because you did a whole vision board exercise, so I know what you want to do. Okay, clearly this is not prepared. No, it's not a bad thing if you don't know what you want to do. I think to start off with, what you can do, and what I said to you to do, I can even say to do, is that you can start by thinking about your past work experiences, or if you're early in your career, then you've done voluntary work, then that still counts, and write down what you like, what you don't like, and then you'll start to pull together a picture of some of the things that might interest you. And you can also do like a vision board. So
you love your vision boards.
I do love my vision board. I do love my vision board. And for those of you who are new to the whole vision board experience, basically you want to take yourself off somewhere quiet, switch off all your devices, and just ask yourself this one question. Imagine yourself really off the back of this one question. If I were to be doing a job or living my best life, what would I be doing? How would it look? And just close your eyes and just think about what that would be. Don't worry about money or, I don't know, people who can help me. Don't worry about any of that. Just allow yourself to dream, and then write down what you saw in that dream. And vision board means you put some pictures that reflect what you saw, because then you'll be able to pull together images that reflect really inherently what it is that you want to do.
She actually made me do this on New Year's Day, and it was very helpful.
There you go.
I couldn't be bothered, I'll be honest, but it was helpful.
There you go. Next.
Okay, next question. What should I do to make myself stand out amongst other job applicants?
Okay, what should you do is inject your application with a bit of personality.
What does that mean?
It means that don't include like cliched buzzwords like I'm a great communicator, I work on my own initiative, because actually in your experiences you should be able to demonstrate that. I think if you make a good cup of tea, put that in your application. You did. It's a nice cup of coffee. First time she's ever made me a cup of coffee in her 21 years on this planet.
It's not true.
Okay, second time. But yes, also is that do your research on the job. So many people only do their research if they're invited to interview, but it's actually better to do your research so that it forms part of your application process itself as well, so that you can refer. So if you're applying to get into like a marketing company, you can refer to past campaigns that they've delivered, or if you're looking to work in finance, clients that they've worked on, look at their news stories, social media, etc. Make sure you pepper your application with details that reflect your research. Pepper it, baby. Sizzle it.
Okay, next question. Okay, someone's saying that they're starting a job in a few weeks. Oh no, sorry, they've said when they start a job, a few weeks in, they realise it's not what they want to do. How can they be sure that they're interested in a role before they take it?
Before they take it?
Yeah.
Well, one of the benefits actually of having a new job for this person, if you're not liking it, that's fine. In your contract, most likely you'll have what's called a probationary period. And that's an opportunity for you and the employer to decide if the job's the right fit for you. So don't worry if you've got to move on. But to answer the question is that because sometimes it cannot be a cultural fit, or the job isn't exactly what you thought it would be. So really make sure that you read the job description thoroughly. And have questions when you go to interview, because often when I interview people and I say, do you have any questions? They're like, oh, you've answered them all. No, it means you didn't do your research properly, because if you did your research properly, you would definitely have questions. So pull out questions that relate not only to the job itself, but the culture of the organization. Go onto their social media platforms, because often companies are a little bit more relaxed when it gets to their social media, so you can get a sense of the culture. Another way to get a sense of the culture is to look at what people have to wear to work. You know, if they're quite corporate and you're not really that corporate, it might not be the kind of environment that you want to work in. Quickest way to do that, go to our About Us page where they have, you know, names of the staff, and you'll see what they're wearing. If they're all suited and booted and you know, it's not for me, don't apply. If they're quite casual in their outfits, then you think, right, okay, it's slightly more relaxed. And you could, if you want, is to actually go to the office beforehand and just get a sense of how people are. And that can be literally as much as standing outside, seeing people go in and out, to actually seeing if you can find someone on LinkedIn who works there and asking them what they enjoy the most about working there. It really comes down to the deep dive research that you do beforehand. I know I'm coming out deep dives, pepper it.
Okay, next question. So this person wants to now go to a new career path.
All right.
So they're saying, how do I apply for a job that they have little to no experience in? They feel as though they only have experience in their current career path. How do they now apply for a job that's completely different and that they just don't have experience in?
Well, to use my driving analogy, just because you learn how to drive in a Mini Cooper does not mean you have to drive a Mini your whole life.
Mini Cooper.
It's Mini Cooper, you get what I mean? Why have you got to ruin my analogy? It basically means the car you learn to drive in is not the one you have to drive in for the rest of your life. The skills of driving are transferable, is what I'm trying to say. So
you got there in the end.
What they need to do, be professional. What they need to do is to do a SWOT analysis of their current skills against the role of the industry that they want to get into.
Explain SWOT.
SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And basically, it means list down 5 to 10 strengths that you've got compared to the new job that you want to get into or area, whatever. List down 5 weaknesses to 10 weaknesses, and then opportunities. You want to use the opportunities to think about solutions to your weaknesses. So say for example you might need more training, then an opportunity would be to go and get that training. And then the same with threats, any threats that could prevent you from getting into that industry. So for example, you might need someone to hook you up, give you an e-intro. So your opportunities would be to go through your network. Is there somebody in my network that could actually maybe lead me to an employer or somebody who's already working in the industry that I can go and have a chat to find out how to navigate myself in? But ultimately, think about your transferable skills, because if you start off on a positive note, like actually I've got some good solid work experience that could stand me in good stead, and your mind is on solutions, you'll certainly navigate yourself through.
So transferable skills are like communication, teamwork, that kind of thing.
Project management, if you've been in client-facing roles, and this is another client-facing role, the fact that you worked at McDonald's means that you can manage customer relationships. So don't undervalue any of your experiences.
Good answer. Okay, right. So is it ever too late to do an apprenticeship? You're peeking.
And I'm not prepared.
Is it ever too late to do an apprenticeship? And if not, how do I go about doing one?
No, it's never too late. No, it's never too late. Apprenticeships, if you don't know what an apprenticeship is, it's a form of on-the-job training. And anyone can do an apprenticeship, from whether you're employed and you've been working for ages and you just want to change industries. Like, so this person that wanted to change industries, you might want to consider doing an apprenticeship. They do them from GCSE level all the way up to MBA level. So if, for example, you're like a more seasoned professional like myself and you want to do like an MBA, go on to the Institute of Apprenticeships, and I'll put the name and link in the YouTube commentsy boxy thing. And it lists all of you want level 7, which is MBA level apprenticeships. It lists them all. And you could do like an MBA apprenticeship and it wouldn't cost you, the individual, anything. So if you're working $3.99. So if you're working...
Where do you get all these things from?
if you're working for for a small company that has a payroll bill of less than 3 million, your employer only pays like 2.5 grand, and then the government pay the rest. But ultimately, you do not pay for that MBA. Likewise, if you want to do a degree, go onto the Institute Apprenticeship website, find out what degree apprenticeships they are, and get yourself on one.
Instead of putting yourself in 27k debt, like me.
I told her to do an apprenticeship. But next question before we start.
That actually brings me on to my next question: which is university or apprenticeship?
Yes, so you can do degree apprenticeships. Go onto the Institute of Apprenticeship first, see what degree apprenticeships are available, and if they relate to your industry, because some industries, you know, they want to do, you need very specific qualifications. So if you want to be a doctor, for example, there's a degree route that you need to go up through. If you want to be a solicitor, not so much so. There are degree apprenticeships in law that you can do, which would save you the debt. So it's all about your research and you knowing what it is you want to do. That is the starting point. Going back to my top question, your top question, my top answer, vision boarding, and then go into the Institute of Apprenticeships and see if there's something out there for you and start applying.
We are going to do a separate video on that question though, because I think we can go more into that.
Oh,
we're going to have a debate.
Ooh,
she's always like, do an apprenticeship and I might go to uni, so we're going to have
we're having the debate.
We are.
Debate.
Have
you got more questions?
No. Oh, I do actually. How many pages should your CV be?
2 maximum. Don't waffle. Get in there, get out, and tailor it specifically for the job.
What if you have so much you want to say though?
No, keep it succinct.
Oh, big word.
Keep it succinct. Seriously, you get about 10 seconds of a recruiter's attention. And when you see, this is no word of a lie, when you see a CV or a cover letter that is really long, you just shut off because you've got a whole load of other applications to read through. And this one, you're like, I don't know whether I have like 2 minutes, even 5 minutes to give this CV my time, this cover letter or whatever. So keep it short and succinct and tailor it to the job, please.
So passionate.
I am passionate because so many people don't do it, and that's what makes you stand out. Tailor it to the job.
All right. We'll all tailor it for her, yeah?
Yes, please. Yes, tailor it to the job. So refer to the company in your cover letter. Refer to their programs and your interests. I love watching this if you're applying for TV roles. If you're talk about the clients that they've worked in. Do you know what I mean? Just pepper it with something that makes you...
It's all about seasoning today, isn't it?
It's seasoning.
Season.
Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Right. Well, I hope you all found that useful. If you have any questions, pop them into the comment section and we will pick them up, or you can send me an email via LinkedIn. And of course, follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter for weekly updates that will help you pursue a career you will be proud of. And click on the link below for details of vacancies at DiVA, and say thank you to Azariah. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Toodles.